Hello and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. I'm Ken Ochonogo. They came, they saw, we couldn't conquer. We were here last week, so, looking with so much enthusiasm, believing that, I haven't gone to Rwanda and got those 3 points. Zimbabwe. I'll tell you a story about Zimbabwe. I'll tell you just a short story. This thing just came to my head now. Sometime in 76, 77 or so, we have some very good boxers, especially in the lightweight division. We have Dele Jonathan, we have Hogan Kijimo, we have a lot of them, but this has to do with Oganjimo. So I think before Oganjimo was to fight, Oganjimo fought Dele Jonathan for the Commonwealth title. Before then, Jimo has to fight a Spaniard, Julio Rubio. Julio Rubio came to Nigeria, fought Jimo. Knocked down Jimo so many times, but he was coming up. At about the 5th round, Julio Rubio said, look, I'm not fighting. The hit was too much, and so he retired. Then there's this fight against the Zimbabweans, then, trying to get their independence, and, fighting for their independence and trying to get, but there's this Zimbabwean boxer called Lantin Tinago. It was around this period, because I know it was the fasting period. And then Lantin Tinago came to fight Hogan Kijimo. But before that fight, they interviewed Jimo, and Jimo said, look, they call him the atomic bomb of Kwara. So he said, I am no longer atomic bomb. I have gone nuclear. Okay, you have gone nuclear. So they brought in Lantin Tinago. I think they fought somewhere in Benin. And then after the fight, let me just tell you the result after the fight. After, they won't tell what happened. And then they now asked Jimo, what really happened, Hogan Jimo? Hogan killed Jimo. What happened? Tinago. Mofun bing bing bing, he no fall. Mofun bang bang bang, he no fall. Zimbabwe, Tinago Leo. That was the guy asked us, who knows the Zimbabweans anyway? Who knows the Zimbabwe anyway? Right now, we know who the Zimbabweans are. They came in here, and then I tell you, we thought we have that, so we got that goal from, the irrepressible Victor Osimhen was in 3 goals in 3, and then that would have taken us, 2 points if South Africa had dropped points against the Benonites, but it was not to be. Last minute, that kind of last minute shock. It has always happened. It happened in Kano when what was their name from the South Africa, the Angolans, when the Angolans came calling, and that was how we missed out in 2006 World Cup. But I do hope like this one we are not going to miss out, because it has always been 1, 2, 3. we go 3, we miss 1, we go 3, we miss 1. Like I said, we have missed the last one, Qatar. We are not going to miss 2026. Okay. We'll also talk tennis. We'll go to, the US, where Arena Sabalenka did be the home girl in Jessica Pegula. But today it is a contrast, of sorts, because Djokovic at 37, Djokovic with 99 ATP titles. He's going for his 41st 1,000 Masters, extending record, because Nadal has 36 close by. He's taking on, I tell you this, Jakob Mensik. Mensik is 19. He won't be 20 until the 1st of September 2025. That is when he will be 20. Against all odds, he knocked out everybody. Did beat Freeze, to get into the final. So here we are today. One man is going for 100, while the other one is going his very first title of any type at the senior level. Of course, he did play the Australian Open finals as a junior and got into, one of the ATP finals. This is his first master, and this is what is going to happen at Miami today. So come 7 p.m. Nigerian time, it will be, is it the first, or is it going to be the centurion? So let's see what is going to happen. One is 37, the other one is 19. You cannot have that much control. I don't want to tell you how much they are earning, because in this case itself, winner goes on about, $1.12 million. Mensik has won 1.8 all his life. That is all his total earning. So if he wins this, he would have won over 50% of what, his total prize money so far. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll also come in to look about the big one, which is the Niger Delta Sport Festival. But before then, Okpe is in the house. Tio is, the Catalan is in the house. Well, congratulations, 70 years in the wilderness. And Newcastle are back. They were celebrating as if they won the World Cup.
Yes, happy Mother's Day, happy Eid Fitri, and yes, 70, that tells you the period of sabbatical. And getting that and becoming England's most decorated team this season. It calls for something, because we have 3 trophies to play for, and they've done their own part, and just like the COVID season, when were suspended, Nigeria, we had our league season aborted. So the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a major step which they've taken, and of course with their league standing, with 5 slots for England in next year's Champions League, and for a team that still played the Champions League last season. So it's been up and up for the Tunes Army.
But I don't see them playing Champions League next season.
No, Ken, the line is very thin, and it can just be from anybody from outside Liverpool, Arsenal, and the other teams. Anybody could pick up the three
available spots. Okay, the Catalan is also in the house. Mbappe does what Mbappe does. Equal now on points with Barcelona, equal on point with Real Madrid. Catalan, how do you see it? Were you shaky when those goals came in?
Not at all. Happy Sunday. Happy Modern Sunday. It's not Mother's Day, please. Let's not get it twisted. Okay. And then happy Day Fitri. I think I'm dressed for the occasion as well. Kylian Mbappe has equaled Cristiano Ronaldo's record for his first season in Real Madrid. I think 33 goals in all competitions so far. I think on 22 goals or 21 goals now in the La Liga, just behind Robert Lewandowski. Anybody that said he was a flop at the start of the season will have to eat their words now. And I am still even scared, because we know he has not reached his full potential. He scored about 52 goals last season.
He's in Gear 1 now. He has not entered 2 or 3.
Literally, is just stepping up. And I know if Ancelotti can get these guys to work like the well-oiled machine, and I know how he can operate, trust me, he'll be very ruthless. The game against Leganes yesterday, Leganes had never taken the lead against Real Madrid ever before. And that was the first time it happened. 2 quick fire goals after Madrid got the first one, but they just show what they are, stuff for champions, bringing up players from the bench and just change the entire dimension of the game. And Madrid went on to win that one. Barca still have a game in hand, but we'll see what happens. But Ken,
the Leganes they beat Barcelona.
Yeah, of course.
And they beat Atletico.
Yes, they did. Yes,
so that means Madrid must be a very good team for them not to lose. For them not to lose to Leganes.
They're a fantastic side, because look at the fact that they are second on the table for obvious reasons. they are a fantastic side. And then normally I would do this at the end of the show, but in case I don't have the opportunity, my highlights for the weekend already was Lionel Messi. To watch, and one goes to the other. Djokovic playing, Dimitrov Grigov, and Lionel Messi there, and the whole thing for me.
New crowd, all right. Okay, now I talked about the Niger Delta Sport Festival, and I tell you this is what it is all about. Let me tell you this: Instagram, this now we own. See, in trying to get whatever you want to get, people will say, look, Ken, you're a Nigerian. And yes, I am a Nigerian. I'm a Niger Delta. I'm a Niger Delta, for goodness sake. So there is not anybody who's going to talk about that one. And that is my constituency. So when something good happens, we applaud it. I'm taking this personal. I'm taking this personal. Because by the time, we met those guys who came up with this idea. I was looking at it probably, okay, fine, do we have the facilities? Do we have, a lot of things that have to go on there? But it is not for me to talk. We have the tournament technical director with us, and it's not just anybody you have. He's been on this show so many times. We've also talked to him when he was right there as the the director of sports there in Edo State, was head of the Edo State Sports Commission, which he was. But he is a household name. We call him the Skipo. If Skipo is around, let us see his face before we introduce his name. Hello. I would.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Where is your face now? We are here. We heard your voice.
Can you see me?
I can't see you. I want to see you. I want to see you.
I'm here, bro. I'm here.
All right. Okay, let me listen to his voice. We are going to see his face. We have the one and only, the former African record holder in long jump. That long jump was there a very long time. Well, don't talk about Nigerian record. He's a man who has achieved so much, who has led so much. And when it comes to such, a tournament like this, I mean, I don't think it would have been, be placed, in safer hands than that of, Yusuf Ali. Skippo, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
We are cool. We are fine here, everybody in the house, and we are eager. We are really, really eager to hear from you on what this Niger Delta Sport Festival entails.
Well, to me, I think it's what all of us have been looking forward to, and I'm glad that finally we have an event like this. We are trying to reshape the sports in this country, and also to tell people that Niger Delta is not only about oil, it's also a lot of stuff can come from Niger Delta. Now a sporting event is coming, and it has to do with about 17 sports. I think that is the biggest and the highlight of it, that you have a 17 sports tournament turning to now a festival for that region. I only hope that other regions can only also copy and do same. And Nigerian sports, we grow. I think it's a very good thing. It will create job for the youth, opportunity for them, because not everybody will go to school and do well in school. Some people will also make career from sports. We've seen people already in this world making career from sports. We can talk about Ronaldo, talk about Messi, also talk about Osimhen just mentioned. That's coming back home. I think the sports, to me right now, is an industry, and I'm glad that we are doing this.
Okay, for clarity, which states are involved? Are they the South states or the Niger Delta? Because that Niger Delta nomenclature.
I can just remember. I think we have Ondo, Cross River, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, Abia, Edo, Delta, Rivers. The 9 states in the Delta region are all involved.
Okay, 9 states in the NDDC region. You just talked about 17 sports. What was the criteria that was involved in picking the sports? I said these are the sports we want to partake in. Are they indigenous to Niger Delta, or we are talking about these are just the popular sports that people we have the facilities, and then also the athletes who can partake in them?
Well, first and foremost, it is sports that Nigeria is good at, and also some sports that we are trying to also build. Because if you look at Nigerian sports and you go back to even check statistics, we find that over 80% of Nigerian sportsmen are from this region. And that's also gave us the opportunity to include the sports like the canoeing, the traditional wrestling, to make it 17. People were yearning for like 14, 15. But we now said, you know what, let us involve our own sports. Because if you can't talk about that region without swimming or canoeing, and that is and also wrestling. So that's why we went up to like 17 sports. Ordinarily, they are normally our Nigerian the sports we are good in, like athletics, para-athletics, boxing, volleyball, handball, football, tennis, table tennis, weightlifting, powerlifting, Scrabble, chess. I think it was a very good thing that we sat down and cleverly pick up these sports. And most of them are also sports. That also will help us as a nation.
Okay. What is really, let us understand, what is the aim of, when you guys sat down to say, let us have the Niger Delta Sport Festival? What do you intend to achieve? What was the intention? So this is what we are going to achieve through this festival.
I think what the aim is that if you look at Nigerian medal haul in the last 3-4 Olympic Games, we found out that it's like Nigeria is recycling the same athletes over and over. And we felt that we have an opportunity to give these young kids to start chewing athletes out from this region. And day in, day out, the old ones can be easily replaced. If you have opportunity to put all these kids together, I think every year we have new 1 or 2 athletes coming up, and that can change the scenario in this. I mean, if you take a clue from Jamaica will come from Olympic Games winning 6 gold medals, probably from 2 athletes, Usain Bolt and Fraser. That is what we are trying to replicate, to have 1 or 2 athletes coming from this region every year, and before you know it, the sports will grow, start winning medals. Instead of just part in games, Commonwealth Games, Olympic Games, want to make an impact and start winning medals.
Okay, we're talking about, I can see a team now looking at, the facilities there. Uyo is hosting. What informed the choice of Uyo, as host? Is it because they have the facilities that we have? And then put that in, you mentioned something like swimming. How many standard Olympic standard swimming pool, size swimming pool, do we have in the Niger Delta?
Okay, thank you very much. What prompts us to take the event to Uyo? Number one, talk about that region. Edo, they have great facilities. If you talk about Delta, they also do. But we now say, let us develop facilities in that region. So let us start with Uyo, that ordinarily, they have some decent facilities. So we will now build more on the facility. The ones that are not there, let us fix them. Or the ones that are not good, take care of them. I think that's what we did, and I'm glad we did that. Now, if you look at the swimming pool there, it's fantastic. It's been turned from a small pool to an Olympic-sized pool, a waveless pool. If you look at the tennis courts, they've been resurfaced, and they're like top 8 class tennis court. Look at the track. I was practically involved in the track. The track is now a brand new track. All the patches, all the holes have been patched. We aligned it. I bet you, if you see the track, you won't believe it. The Boma Yayi came there. He didn't believe that it was his track he saw like a year ago. Paul Bassi, the commissioner for sports, came to the track. It was unbelievable. I think these are the things that we should be doing in this country. We'll take them to every region, every state, and we'll start building them up. And before you know it, the sports also will grow in that region, in the states that is hosted.
Yeah, there was a follow-up question. Where will the swimming taking place? Will the swimming be taking place in Uyo or in
Uyo? It's in Uyo. Everything is in Uyo. Everything is in Uyo.
Yusuf, are there new facilities that have been put in place? Because because of this festival that they are hosting. Are there no facilities go on?
Yeah, we did a brand new volleyball court, handball court, a brand new, and it's amazing that this thing we are done probably in record time, and they are up to the standard, the world standard of the various sports. And these are brand new facilities that came from scratch, and I think we are good to go.
How often is this festival going to be held? Is it an annual festival?
Yeah, it's going to be an annual festival. But what we're trying to do now, we want to move it down to February. It will be probably every February of every year. While people are doing indoors all over the world, we'll be doing the festival here. So that will give the athletes a break to fit in.
Okay, you've just said about Edo and Delta having standard facilities, and basically this is what you want to do. Going forward, Yusuf, are you guys going to say, okay, fine, if we are going to probably let us go to Abia State, or let us go to Ondo State next, or Bayelsa State? Are you going to take into cognizance, look, because these facilities are there, let us go there so that we can also put these additional facilities. Like you said, facilities and facilitators, the talents are there. Those are the things that you need there. We will consciously say, we are giving you this so you can give us this, not because you have this.
No, what we do is that it's like state would be. States would be. if you have probably 80% of what we want, then we can now work and build the rest 20%. And at the same time, we are going to give states like a head start. In the next 3 years, 4 years, you will be hosting. So put your facility into speed and make sure that they are ready for so time. That's what, and that also will encourage the state governor to also build all these facilities. I mean, before you know it, all the regions will have everything that we need.
Okay, my guests are in the house. They also have 1 or 2 questions, to throw down, to you. So, Okpe, you have any question for him?
Hello, Skipo. The Niger Delta area is renowned for their sporting excellence, if I may put it that way. The 2 proposed universities for sport will be in the Niger Delta, Afuze and Idumoje, Uboko in Delta. Now, I want to take it personal. You have been a Commonwealth champion as far back as 1990 in long jump. And if you check the trajectory of Nigeria long jump, the core medalists have been from the Niger Delta region. We have Chioma Ajunwa giving us our first Olympic gold medal. We have Ese Brume getting a bronze medal. We have Blessing Okagbari also getting a bronze medal. So what are we looking forward to in this inaugural Niger Delta Sport Festival as it concerns long jump?
Oh, my brother, thank you for for that question. That's why I said that 80% of Nigerian top athletes are from that region, and I'll tell you that in the next 3-4 years, people will be thanking that region for this game, because we sat down to say, you know what, we need to help this country, and coupled with what the Sports Commission are doing right, that means all hands must be on deck to salvage Nigerian sports. And that's what we want to do. And in the next couple of years, we'll see jumpers coming from that region. I mean, you can quote me. I bet you. Look at Nigerian record in the men's long jump. Everybody's from that region. Look at the women record. Everybody's from that region, like you said. That means that there's something in that region that they are all other kangaroos. We call them kangaroos because they can leap. And I bet you in the nearest future, we're going to see another Olympic medalist from that region.
Before Theo asks his question, let me just do a follow-up to what Okpe just asked. Yusuf, what did they happen to the men? Men they do sport. Men they do sport again. Men they do sport. Why is that only the women are excelling? Since you jumped the jump, how many jumpers don't come? How many?
The point is that it is very, very difficult for men in this world. And when it comes to sports, it's more difficult to excel than the women. But at the same time, we find that not only in sports, I think it's all the aspects of life in Nigeria now. The women are doing very well because the men have a lot to take care of. And the system also probably not assisting the male, because when things are difficult, it's the men that go out to look for the coins, to look for what to take to the family. But at the same time, if you make it I wouldn't say appealing or juicy for the men, more men will come out again and start doing well. And if you compare sports in the world, it is very, very difficult for men, to be honest. It takes a lot for a man to excel. For a woman, it's much easier. That's what you are seeing. You are seeing that trend. But very soon, the men will come up.
you are just cracking us up. You are just cracking us up. Wow. The men have they started having that responsibilities, as teenagers to take up of their families. They are not interested in sport from primary school, secondary school, university level. You at university level, you are already representing Nigeria, representing Africa, and doing so much. You with the same challenges. I mean, so how come the women are, there when they go there to excel, and then the men, anywhere when we are going, we just count on the women and say, okay, that is where the medals are going to come from. And I'm only irresponsible because you're supposed to have somebody like, yes, go on.
Let me be honest here.
Yes,
we should not shy away from what's happening in this country. I mean, that's the truth.
Yeah,
because
okay.
if you must nail it, let's say the fact. Most of our men now, the boys, all they do now is to go to the table and start doing what they call yahoo yahoo. It's not only because of sport. That's why I'm saying it. Most of them don't have that patience. Don't have that patience now to go through the mill and say, okay, I want to train, I want to do this. And also because we have also stopped going to the grassroots, I mean the school sports, to fish out these athletes, to start training them. You know, a girl can be 17, 18 to start athletics. I mean, she will excel. But when a man is 17, 18, 19 and you are starting, it is very, very difficult. Men who tend to start at that early age of inter-house sport. But now we don't have that again. If you go to the reality, you see boys of 12, 13 now doing Yahoo because everybody wants quick money, fast money. When we're in school, nowadays, we used to have a meal, 1 meal a day. They'll give us meal, give us food in school. But now that one does not exist again. How many parents can afford a meal a day for students now? So parents are also part of it. The parents want their kids to start bringing money at the age. So they look for the easy way, the shortcut. That's part of our problem. And we must say it, except we want to shy away from the truth.
Okay, Catalan has a question for you.
It's good to have you here. Talking about the fact that nobody's looking at delayed gratification anymore. Everybody's looking at how they can instantly make something out of it. All right, so my question is about the festival in itself. If we want to look at the antecedents, it's difficult to put any kind of festival together. We've seen instances whereby a festival is supposed to hold now, or it's supposed to maybe in a year's time, and then it gets pushed for one reason or the other. Now, wanting to do this every year, I think it's highly commendable, and it's something that I know a lot of hands would have come together to make this work out, especially looking at what the government has been doing in terms of putting up infrastructure. But my own question is, what are we doing with working with the private sector, looking at companies, organizations that can come, work hand in hand with you and your team and make this an occurrence that will happen every year, and we don't get to see issues or incidents or whereby something is supposed to hold next year and we now say the festival has been postponed. Because I know what that does for the athletes. I know what that does for people who have been training and preparing in anticipation for a tournament that's going to hold or a festival that's going to hold, and they have their dreams dashed. How are we looking at that, sir?
Well, I can guarantee that this is a festival that is here to stay. It will not be postponed. We started working like almost 2 years ago, and I think we are set, and I can guarantee that this festival is here to stay. We are just waiting to finish this one, then we'll start the next one after 1 week of finishing this one. We all are committed, and we have a lot of people involved in this, and people on a very high level want this thing to move on, and we are really committed. Committed. If you see the speed at which facilities were built, you'll be amazed. Tennis courts were built in record time, and tennis volleyball court. I think we did everything, and I think I'm glad to be part of it. And I just hope that we have the support of the media to tell us what we're doing wrong and what we're doing right for us to improve. Because one thing I know Nigerian sports is that the media makes you walk, and that they are so tough that you must do the right thing because they know. And we are not in a country whereby the media wait for you to give them information. They know before they even call you, before they even ask you. That's why Nigerian sports is moving forward.
Okay, Skipo, we are going to keep you with us. Even when we open the lines, we are going to keep you with us so that people from the Niger and other areas can call in and also hear what this festival is all about, what you intend to do, like I said, what you intend to achieve in terms of individual development and also facilities, and training the facilitators who are going to take care of them. But what eligibility? How do athletes? Okay. When we come back, want to go on a very short break. When we come back, Skipo, you talk about the eligibility. How do one qualify to participate in the Niger Delta Sport Festival? Stay with us, guys. When we come back, we shall open the lines.
Go around the facilities that will be used for the Niger Delta Sports Festival, and by my own estimation, and I think I'm satisfied with what I've seen. The state of the infrastructure is good, just a little makeups to make sure that we have a perfect competition. So I can say 80% the facilities are up to date. There's just a few dotting of the I's and crossing of the T's, and we'll be there by Monday. You should expect a very competitive national Niger Delta Sports Festival. You will also want to ask us why we decided to go into this. We believe that we need to discover new talents and new athletes. Niger Delta being the hub of sports in our country, we believe that if we do this, we will not only empower the younger ones, the youths, we will be creating career opportunities for them. And when they are discovered, we will take over their grooming and their nurturing to make sure that they become champions, not only in Nigeria, even in Africa. And so for us, it's an opportunity to contribute back to society. It's not only about infrastructure, roads, providing lights and all that. What about empowering the youth? What about human capacity? This is one way that we think that we can give back to our region.
I must say it's with a big sense of pride that I come here. Like you referenced to, first of all, coming back home, coming back to Nigeria to try to see that there is so much going on in where we can try to develop talent. And it touches me more that it's coming to my own home states to actually host a competition of this nature. It is alien to them, it's alien to the athletes in Akwa Ibom, it's alien to, even to me, because I started from here and we really have not had the opportunity to welcome people from all the states to come and see our state and compete. It's always that we are going out to compete. And it's so nice to look at people coming around, as the athletes are training, people are coming to watch them, the excitement is there. I'm so glad that this might be a starting point of changes in where number of talents we get, not only generally for the country, but especially in the States, because it's encouraging. They always watch football and there's a lot of passion on football, but some people are not very well talented in football. Some people don't know how to get into it. But when you bring a multi-sports event to an environment, people with diverse talents can easily take part.
That is Enefiok Odobong. He has a gold medal. He has a bronze medal. I think he has 2 medals for Nigeria at the Olympics, also from the Niger Delta. Skippo, are you there? Skippo?
I'm here.
Maybe you want to drink water.
No. I'm here.
Okay, so let's take it on eligibility. Okay,
yeah, you have to be under 25, and you have to go through your local government for you to be eligible for this for the festival, because we are trying to eliminate the issue of cheating, and we'll try everything possible to do that, and we are going to have a very serious database, because it's going to be our reference point in the next couple of years. And so I think that is very, very crucial. We're using a date of birth and a name, all sorts, and we're going to also use your facial. Because, I mean, most of us here are parents, want to know who is under that age category.
Can non-Deltans resident in Niger Delta, can non-Niger Deltans who are resident in Niger Delta participate?
No, you cannot.
You cannot. You must be an indigene. You must be an indigene.
Yes.
Okay.
Niger Deltas in diaspora.
Okay, what of Niger Deltas in diaspora? Can they partake?
No. We don't want. We're not bringing anybody from the US. You have to be here.
So it's like the chance.
Let us discuss from home. Let's develop it.
Okay, I love this. Okay, we are going to open the lines now for those of you at home to be, if you have any questions you want to throw to Yusuf. Like I said, Yusuf Ali is a former anything we talk about in Nigeria, national champion, African champion, Commonwealth champion, on the jumps. His record lasted for a very, very long time. I thought we were not going to break it, and I'm challenging him to bring out somebody from this festival who is going to break those records. champions. And then, I think the last time I checked, it's a Kenyan or somebody who is the long jump champion in Africa or so. And I said, for what? When we have Niger Deltans, I don't know. Skipper, why has it been difficult for you to produce a successor that get to that particular mark which you are easily? I remember you saying, I am coming to Nigeria to break the African record on Nigerian soil. I mean, when comet another who will do the same thing like you did?
Well, number one, to answer your question, I'm not a coach. So I can't coach anyone to jump that far. If I was a coach, now it would be a different thing. But I tell you that long jump, that national record is far. For me to be ranked number 4 in the world at that time, that would tell you how far that jump is. Okay. And for Nigeria to break that record, you have to walk. You have to walk. It is possible. It is doable. But to jump 27 feet and above. Is tough, my brother.
Okay, part of why people host events is also to attract visitors, attract investments. In that regard, what will be the contribution of the Niger Delta Sports Festival? Do you see it bringing fans to come and watch this thing from outside the region, or even within the region itself, congregating on the whole state?
I think so. I really think so. From what I've seen in the last couple of weeks, I know the first time is the hardest, and even from the states, how many athletes are coming from each state to Uyo, and the traffic in Uyo in the next couple of weeks, will be massive. To even get hotel accommodation now, it was very, very tough for us to get accommodation for all the athletes. How many thousands of athletes? It was difficult. I think this is how the traffic will be going from state to state. And as people get to know of this festival, I bet you it will grow. But I think it is possible that eventually it will be money spinning. Okay.
All right. Can we take some calls? Can we get some calls so that he can feel what not just those of us who are in the studio are feeling, but those outside, what they want to know, and how this thing intends to go. Skipo, what do you think are the major challenges facing our sports, especially athletics, your own area in Nigeria?
I think the major thing, apart from funding, because we know funding is a big problem, but the issue of not having a program, a country like Nigeria, we should have a detailed program of what we want to do. You said it earlier on that people will fix events, and that day comes, that event will not come up. AFN right now, as a body, needs to have a calendar from January to December. When you are doing over distance, when you are doing your sprint, when you are doing your relay, when you are doing your jump. I think that's part of what we are lacking. We don't have a detailed program. What I subscribe now, as I'm part of it, is that we don't have a coach and 2 assistants in every of the federations to start join our program. We don't have a program in this country. I think that's the biggest problem that's facing us.
Okay. All right. Skipper, we have our first caller reaching us from Ogun State. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Ken.
Good afternoon.
Another presenter. This is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, okay.
Yes, I would like to talk on that Super Eagles qualification. Because one part that we are only preparing to go and mark register in the World Cup. What is the play? What kind of player are we parading? Do we have the best of the best that can compete with the likes of the world players? So that structure when it comes to football in Nigeria now. So I will not be a kind of a fool following what is not good. We should be able to think that even this World Cup qualifier that we are even into, Nigeria should be put aside and let us put our house in order. Skills is what I'm just seeing is Super Eagle. Osimhen came in and he scored a goal. Since then, nobody scored anything again. So everybody will be now be saying, what is this and that? Is that what we call football? So we don't have to. Where are they going to get to? Are they going to get to quarterfinal? The highest they will get to second round and they will come back home again. We waste money. Are they contributing it? Are they contributing anything to the growth of the football? So why can't we jettison that one? Okay, Emmanuel, do you have any? In terms of the Emmanuel, I understand your angst. I understand your anger. We have Yusuf Ali right there. We're talking about Niger Delta Sports Fair, and Ogun State is going to host the National Sports Festival. I mean, I understand our anger on football. Do you have any question for Yusuf Ali? Emmanuel, are you still there? I'm not saying that I know Niger Delta is a kind of a regional program that they have created. You know, Livana area, they always put some things there. But that is just a wake-up call to other form of region. Okay. If we are talking about football, and we look at the other side of in the southwest, and they always improve on football. Now, Niger Delta is coming up with a very strong and concrete in their own living capacity. So if Niger Delta is doing that, what is happening to other regions? Are they going to be doing the same thing? Or they too, they don't have something that they want to do? So I love Niger Delta doing this, so it's a wake-up call for others. All right. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Skipo, he says this is a wake-up call for other, which you also, I think you alluded to such in your opening remarks. That is what going to be. I won't dodge from asking you this, because coincidentally it is in New York that the Super Eagles played. What has the mood been like? And then probably, I know football is one of the events that are taking place in this particular festival. Do you intend discovering, young and talented players, and how do you intend doing that? Is it local government qualification, or each state will present a team, for the football event?
Well, each state went through their local government to form their team, and they are coming as a team. Okay. And I think what happened in New York, all of us were in New York. It was like a sad day for a country like Nigeria. We scored, and we thought it was over. Yeah. But like I said before, the issue of age now becomes a factor. Look at the goal we concede. If you look at our defender, they were just strolling, and the ball was going. To me, as a former athlete, our players were tired at that point, and that has to do with age. It is very difficult for you to play any sports once you are above 32. And if you must, I don't think we are playing the right age of our athletes. When you are too old, there's little you can do. Your legs will give up. Because we had no business considering that goal. If our defender have marked that boy off the line, we will not have considered that goal. I'm not a coach, but at least I saw it. And people in the stand, we saw it coming. Just let a player be going. Of course, they will concede. And that goal may have taken us part of the World Cup. Because we thought from those two matches we have 6 points. And we were all happy at the stadium. And since that day, that has been a move in all we are talking about it, and it was all abuses on the players, because the people who felt that players were not, they are not serious. They don't want to go to the World Cup. That is what people are saying. But some of them did their best, and that is sports for you. But from this festival, we intend to have these players, and the point of leaving players or leaving athletes after discovering has been the problem of Nigeria. Well, the artists we are going to discover will not leave them. We have a way that we want to monitor them. I will not tell you that now, because if I tell you that, then we are not doing what we want to do on our own. We want to have a way to monitor all these artists discovered. All right, we have another caller on the line. Let's hear you. Hello. From
Aruchuku in Abia State. Good afternoon, Mr. Ken. Good afternoon, Mr. Yusuf Ali, and our colleague Araman to the other side of the show. Now, My question to now the Niger Delta Sports Festival is coming on board. So that by the time you end this, you should have a formidable team and target Niger Delta Football Club or Niger Delta at least. Let it be that what we have achieved from this festival coming up on board. And it should be the travelized team for the zone. That's what I'm suggesting. And at least it's a very nice thing that is they're going to get young talents and make sure the young talents I get are people that are ready and you should prepare. Nigeria, we are good in policy making, but implementation is always a problem. And tonight, now my question is this, Sir Ken.
Yeah, go on.
The coach, the technical advisor, it's not his problem. Why am I saying this? It's just like as a lecturer, I work in, maybe you are preparing for JAM or SSC exams, technical exam. And after lecturing, it is your own job to go and write the exams on your own. Now, I'll try as much as possible to make sure we cover the syllabus for you. Now, that is what is happening with Nigerians. Now, when they enter, they start playing individual games. That is the problem. Our teams are not well, that is good. That's what I mean, that blended. That is the major problem in Nigeria.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi.
When you said Henry Wosu, the way they normally do, before when Henry Wosu kick a ball, his colleague...
A double knows what to do. Yes.
The coach should also borrow. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes. Skipo, let me just summarize what is just one thing he picked out there. If we ask you, you said because you alluded to the fact that you guys will monitor, all the athletes you want to discover.
No, I want to answer Mazi what he said. I just want to chip it in.
Yeah.
What we plan, we are going to make it public, talent discover, and the follow up every year on this talent. Because people always say this, or we do this, we pick talent, what do we do with them? We have a program, we have planned it, what we do with those talent. And we are going to make them public, sports by sports, and how they will be growing, and people will see it. It will not be, we are not second guessing on who we are picking. We want to make sure we have scouts in every single sport, and somebody is heading that committee to pick this and to pick this artist. And picking artists and talent is not that if you come first, you are a talent. No, we are going to check all the parameters for you to be in our radar. Thank you, Mr. Mazi.
All right, that is our corafo for you. Okay, I think Theo, there is a story that came up about a Nigerian boxer. Segun Olanrewaju.
Yeah, success.
Yes, I mean, it is kind of sad. Can we? What is it all about?
Yeah, was competing in a West African lightweight championship. That was a championship I held earlier, I think lightweight division, and during the course of the fight, got knocked down by his Ghanaian counterpart, and then he never got up. So sad. A very big loss to the boxing community here in Nigeria. My guardian, I think he was around 40 years old.
He's 40?
Yes, 40, yes. And I think he was fighting, I think, around 22, thereabout. So, and he's an upcoming boxer, about 15 or 14 fights, and I think one loss, but about 80% knockout. So he tells you about the power of his punch.
The punching power of his opponent.
And Olarenwaju was known as someone who never really gave up, basically. And those that knew him will tell you that he was champion for a reason. It's just sad that he had to end this way. Condolences go out to his family. That's him there on your screen, and it's really, really tragic.
So prior to this fight, he had 23 professional fights, winning 12 by knockout. So
he won 13.
Yes, he won 13
of 23.
Yes.
I mean, he had 10 losses.
Yes. And 14 consecutive losses, leading to this fight. I think the boxing board of control should also look at some of
that. Yeah, because that good, like what you look at what you are saying. I mean, you take him there to go and be like a punching bag. The other guy is, his trajectory is going up. He's coming up, and they'll say, let us just bring somebody for us to go there and then, like a cannon fodder. So basically, I think this is where the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control, and then we have to look at who sanctioned this fight. At what condition was he? What the medical position that before he left? Because you can't just go and lose a life. You throw a 40-year-old man, at the hands of a 20.
Last 4 fights.
Who has lost his last 4 fights. And when was the last time he fought? What was it? How did they travel from here to Ghana? On what condition? Where did you keep him? Where did you keep him in Ghana? Did you keep him in a good hotel? Did you feed him well? I mean, so a lot of details need to come in, in things like this, because we take them like we just take them as if our lives don't matter. I think this one really matters, and I will probably is this Ralph, the former president of the Boxing Board of Control, Ralph, who is the president of MBBOC? So basically, we know we probably will reach him and then find out exactly what this is all about.
Segun Success.
Because I mean, this one doesn't taste well in my mouth at all. It doesn't taste well. These are the things that we're talking about here. That you just have to. Take into consideration before you ask somebody to take a fight. Okay, briefly before we go back to Yusuf, we're almost running out of time. The FA Cup taking place. Nottingham Forest are into the semi-final?
Yes, they're defeating Brighton. That game ended after a goalless draw. Nottingham Forest progressed on.
Like their top consecutive shootout.
Yes, and also Fulham losing at home, losing to Crystal Palace. I saw Crystal Palace on the official X handle from my Twitter saying we are going to Wembley. And some other things will not be at Wembley anymore this season, but
Newcastle will not be at Wembley.
Newcastle will not be at Wembley again.
Okay, they just came back from that. Okay, Newcastle just came back from Wembley. All right. Today also, City will be trying to say that is their last chance of getting a title this season.
They will take it
Pep said going for the World Club competition in July is a disservice because they don't actually merit it, but people talk.
No, there's no paper talk. You really can't blame the man.
Those are the results.
I think what he was saying was, even if they win, do they deserve a bonus? That was the question I was asked.
So Preston don't deserve a wristwatch. Takes on Aston Villa, while Bournemouth takes on Manchester City.
That's today's game. Preston not end. Another the original Invisibles. Yeah. Those are we are taking on Aston Villa. Aston Villa, their trophy drought has been there for a very long time. Bournemouth has beaten Man City before this season, so let us see if they are going to replicate another one. All right, let's go to Skipo. Skipo, your last words on this as we close the show. From your end, let us hear from you. What should we be expecting? When is the festival starting? When is it ending? And what are your expectations?
No medal party.
It's starting on the 1st, and I think it's going to be worth it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a game changer for the future of sports in Nigeria. Like I said before, let other regions copy this and let's start doing it all over. I think Nigeria will be great again. Thank you.
Nigeria will be great again, and it's going to be a game changer. Said by the game changer himself. Thank you so much, Skipo. We'll be getting on to you. But next week, probably we might do an encore, depending on what the good news that are coming out from. Let's see the records. Let us break those records. What is having the festival without breaking the record? Did they break it? How do they break the record? All right.
Records.
So Lionel Messi came off the bench yesterday to score and help Inter Miami to victory. It's 855th career goal. He's the youngest player to.
I'm able to achieve that record.
I think we could not export crude to Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but we exported NF Udonobong.
All right.
Let the sports festival, Niger Delta Sports Festival, give us more of NF to export to the world.
Yes, let the festival give us more of NF Any they call him, and then he's doing what he's doing on Nigeria proud in Saudi Arabia, taking care of the athletics and seeing where they will be. I hope it will be Nigeria and Saudi Arabia taking a number window, whatever it is. All right, until we reach you next week, I'm Ken Ochonogo. God bless Nigeria.